a large poster written.
That's my 2017
Big
goals,
bold letters.
Goals board that you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be reading because it's personal.
You put it up on the wall.
Yeah, on the wall for everyone who is me to see.
So I can't look to my right.
You brought us in here.
Yeah.
We
Well,
don't
I
have to
was
record
kind of
in
behind
here.
the door.
Yeah. I didn't go digging through the files, Greg. You put this up on the wall.
It
Yeah, well,
seemed like-
some of them are
seemed like
personal,
you
some of them are
hacked you.
not.
And this was your grand idea? It's behind the door?
Well, the door
Sometimes
opens.
you close the door.
Check underneath that, see if he has more secrets underneath.
Oh, the whole bag.
Yeah.
What else? So let's see. What did we get? Any accomplishments? My
Yeah.
late night. No, yes, I've stayed up a bunch of late nights.
Regular play, you got that.
Yeah.
Snap Judgment, that was a great ad you had on to get that goal.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, that's you can also notice that This American Life that has been crossed out. It's a snap judgment.
Good enough.
Good enough. Good enough.
I made a Snap Judgment.
Let's
I
read
like
them.
that one more.
One,
Yeah.
late night, album, regular play at Sirius,
Done.
apartment, still living in an apartment.
That's
Great.
it.
5, cellar.
What
You've
was
been
the-
to a
God.
basement
What was
this
the
year?
what was the apartment goal?
I think we've
To own
done
one?
this
Get my own
before.
apartment.
Huh? To get your own apartment?
Yeah, we did it. I think we did it when I wrote it and expected
do
to have
this?
these things. Now this is we're going through the year to see what I got.
Okay. Yeah.
7 pilot, 8 movie, L.A. trip.
Pilot. You met a pilot. You took a flight. You met a pilot.
I wanted-
movie.
Yeah.
You've seen a bunch of movies this year.
I
lot
wanted
of
to
them.
become a
Big.
You
pilot
just saw Star Wars.
L.A. trip. That actually happened.
by accident.
JFL.
J.F. Harris.
JF Harris. You made JF Harris laugh.
JF laugh.
This is not happening.
It did not happen.
That did not happen.
Perfect.
Perfect. 205 pounds.
I say you've
Holy
soared over that.
Cow.
Like a pilot have you surpassed
Yeah.
that.
205
So they
pounds.
cross off pilot. Cross off pilot because I piloted
I think you should cross off
200
205 pounds, 240.
240.
Yeah.
255. That's not even fun. I'd love to have been 240.
Yeah, you can keep two
Just-
of the three numbers.
just like you
just
did
change
with-
the 0 to 5.
Yeah, snap judgment.
Yes.
You just change the weight on this.
I say
and then you're
cross
good.
off 205 and write Snap Judgment again.
Let's see what I did accomplish.
I like the did accomplish.
Let's
All
see.
First weekend at Gotham, parentheses, Dan Soder.
That's great.
That's
Oh,
great.
yeah, I worked for Dan Soder. That was a fun.
Yeah.
I've worked there
Mention
before.
in Interrobang.
Don't read them all out loud because some of these are personal.
They're all personal.
Yes, but not every Rad Dudecast fan is coming into my room.
They're written in
all right.
Just
short.
ones that you think might be funny. Let's see. Or ones you can't read, and I'll read them to you.
Tita, amazing week. That's
Oh, we had
the
a
one I
week.
like.
We had a great week.
I
with
had a
Tita.
great week.
One year.
One week, we had a great week.
We had a great week this year.
I don't know when it was, but Tita and I had an amazing week.
Couldn't tell you a thing that happened, but it was a great week.
Amazing week.
So, folks, if you're listening at home, what I do is I write a board with my goals and things that were great that happened this year to try to give myself, just enough to not put a bullet in my
This-
head.
Another one of my favorites. January 5th wrote 16 roast jokes out of 30-ish.
I don't know what that means
I don't know.
because I've never been in a roast.
But then the next one, roast battle went well. So all you needed was 16.
Man, it turns out 16 was good enough.
That can't be right. Out of 30-ish, that can't be right because it doesn't make sense. I would never tell myself to write 30. So I must have wrote 30. I don't know.
You probably
Man.
wanted to write 30.
I also don't write roast jokes, so I don't remember that happening. It happened this year. I
It
don't
went
remember
well.
any
It went well.
of it. Well, it's good that it went well.
That plus the amazing week with Tita.
Yeah, we're looking all right.
What a month.
Oh,
What else? Anything else on there?
This one just says, killed in green room.
Kill in the green room. Hey, that's great.
It just...
What green room? I wonder.
Man, could be any of them throughout the year. Just had a great night, made some people laugh in the green room. Amy
Make it-
Hawthorne.
Make it plural.
Yeah, that was
Rooms.
just great. Amy Hawthorne
Also-
really enjoyed me one day.
Did she? I don't
I
know.
guess. I mean, who knows? You killed in a green room at some point.
Oh, the green room was, I think, you were late night. I think I did well and I met that guy, which I
Oh,
thought was going to
that
lead
makes
me
sense.
to getting a late night spot, which led me to just being up late night.
Look at this. Wrote a presentation, filmed a presentation. That's
Yeah.
all big stuff.
That's
Yeah, I wrote
great
them big.
stuff.
That's why. They're big. I wrote them big.
Representation, vote representation.
Also, there's some on there that I wasn't getting anything good for a while, so I had to take anything.
Yeah. Jiu-jitsu class.
I did take one class. Yeah, exactly.
These are great.
You still
this
take
one,
those?
What is this, Greg? It says 246.am.
Well, it was a weight that I was down to,
I'm sorry.
and I have shot back up past.
I apologize. Yeah, I
all
didn't
right.
realize.
I also, real quick, can we take a pause?
These
Yeah.
are great.
Let me tell you guys this. This is a guy who sent me a Twitter. He sent me a Twitter message, which I don't really understand. Maybe you can help me read this.
Yeah, I got it.
It says you were accepted there because Greg, love your Rad Dude podcast. Which is already like, well, you're not a fan.
Yeah. There's a formality.
Yeah.
This seems like a diamond scam.
I became familiar with your work on.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what's been happening in my life. I have been chained and kidnapped.
This guy seems like a nice guy, but your voice is way too deep for someone your size.
Oh, okay. Now it's getting like a
What's
real
that mean?
comment.
I mean, no, but I mean, like, I'm a big guy. Big guys have deep voices. I'm 6 foot tall.
How does he know what size
You're
you
not
are?
6 foot tall.
But keep up the Kegel exercises. I guess he's calling me a woman. Your voice is way too deep for someone your size. I think that means, like, I'm supposed to be little. I think he thinks I'm little.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he thinks,
he's giving a lot of mixed because he's calling you little. He's calling you a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You just say fag next time. That's way more concise.
Your voice is way too deep for someone your size, but keep up Kegel exercises. They're coming in useful. I don't know. I don't know. I'm big. I'm a fan. That's nice. Thanks, buddy. Get Mark Norm on the pod. Ken in Hawaii. Because of all the guests we've had. Ken, we love that you're new to the podcast.
Yeah.
Clearly new to the podcast.
Oh, man.
We don't do guests. It's called the Rad Dudecast. And thanks for the compliment / calling me small woman. I'm 6'3", 255 pounds. I don't
You
know.
should have a high falsetto.
I should be a deeper voice.
You just didn't get the height right.
Yeah.
6'4".
Maybe I'm coming off more womanly lately. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
maybe.
a-
Exactly.
Hello, everybody.
You have a maternal energy.
I feel as though I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a caretaker.
that's what we were listening to these Christmas songs the other night.
Yeah.
Man, some of these. What's that
fun.
one?
No,
they're
it's-
so gay.
Doodly doop. What is
great.
it? It's snow is a snowin'. Doodly doop. Poppity pop pop. No,
Yeah.
that's not it. What is it? It's
Let's go to a
famous-
show.
Yes, that's it.
Da, 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 da.
Da,
Yeah,
da,
how does
da,
that
da,
go?
da. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Let's go.
Yeah, that
Let's
one's
go to the
good.
show.
Yeah, that one's
Everybody know what do you know?
Yeah.
But then he goes.
Yeah.
But then he says those words when he goes peep poppy doo, like they
Yeah,
throw in
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Yeah,
he throws
Yeah.
in, it's a very
like
like
that,
There you
vaudevillian
go.
scat.
yeah, that's very.
I think it's because people
feminine.
couldn't be gay then, so
Yes.
they just had to make songs like that.
yeah.
That was probably a nice time when the festive time was probably a time when gay people could be out as themselves.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting along. It's the holidays.
Yeah, you
does
could
it
be
seem,
a little
does bigotry
more
feel
jovial.
right
Does-
around
yes.
this season?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for this talk. You guys talk. I have to. I had to hit record on the podcast early because you were doing this great bit about the wall.
Yeah.
But I have to I have to just do a quick thing while you guys talk. See if I
Yeah,
can
do
get
the
a
thing.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
the thing.
That's
You
fine,
guys
man.
keep talking. What are you guys talking about?
Do they have Hanukkah songs or no?
They have.
They have just like prayers, right?
I honestly don't know.
Baruch atah falah. This is all those.
It went from. First of all, I don't know whose voice is that deep. That's like the guy. How that guy hears Greg's voice.
Yeah.
I don't
Giddy up,
think.
giddy up, giddy
I don't
up,
think
let's
there
go.
are. There's something with a dreidel. There's a dreidel song.
Yeah, there's some kind of dreidel.
Dreidel?
song.
That's
dreidel,
Jews, that's
dreidel.
Jews,
I'm
that's
gonna
Jews.
do out of clay. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
but
Let's try to
something
get
is a
money out of
play.
your wallet.
Yeah. They don't. And the temples stay open 24 hours for Hanukkah, right?
Yeah, because you might have a late night emergency.
Right.
Where
yeah.
you
go
gotta
anytime.
do whatever.
Do you celebrate Hanukkah?
No, I think we tried it once and it just didn't stick. We would get a Christmas tree
Really?
and everything growing
You get
up.
a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we got a Christmas tree, and then there was. I'm trying to think. No, dreidel.
Anyone Christmassy in your family?
Hanukkah. You know the origins, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Who
It's
cares?
a candle.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
famous
The burning
time.
oil.
They didn't pay the electric bill.
Yeah.
and then they had to light a candle.
Do you think at some point the Jewish people
Yeah.
would go, "Oh, we fucked up. We also have a Santa Claus." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
of course.
that they
Oh,
would
totally.
like they do the tree, they'd see the tree, they'd see the Santa Claus, they'd do the presents, the fable, and they'd be like, "This is a great story. We got to write this in somehow."
It's the
and they would go, you know what? We were going through some old scriptures and we forgot.
Oh, there was this.
There's a guy.
There was a candle.
Yeah. Dude, we know the candle thing and the whole thing, but we have a Santa Claus as well. Saint Saint Ira.
Clausenstein.
Clausenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about. So I don't know. This guy was hosting a show the other night.
Yeah.
I didn't really know him. It was just like a coffee shop thing.
Yeah.
He was just like a little like too Jewish.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's not doing anything wrong,
Right.
But he's not doing anything right.
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah.
Does that sound?
Yeah.
Terrible?
Well, also too, the Jewish archetype that
Yeah.
that I enjoy the most. And
Yeah.
I think that most people are familiar with.
Yeah.
Is the Nebuchadnezzar. I want my send my soup
Do the
away.
voice. Do the voice.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
bagels.
it's fun.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So but in New York, you see that a lot in younger people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you see that in a younger person, you're thrown off. I'm thrown off by it.
There's a guy in the Green Room, New York Comedy Club.
Yeah.
You
who
killed there.
is a 700-year-old Jewish guy.
Right.
He's always like, I don't know if this movie is too much money.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, dude, you're fucking 22.
It's weird to come from a 21-year-old.
Yeah, that being said, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt,
But
I know like 14-year-old Jersey Italians who are like, hey, give me the fucking thing.
Yeah,
And I'm
yes.
like, why are you doing that? That's
Yeah,
too early
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
It is-
That's a certain age you
Yes.
become.
It is
You gotta
funny
become
that
it.
when
Yeah.
you see someone as a kid who's like embodying that,
Yeah.
you know the kind of adults they're going to be.
Not going to make it.
Right.
They're going to be dead at 30
Yeah.
because they've already done the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they've totally fulfilled the stereotype.
Yeah.
Already.
They're just filled to the brim.
Yeah.
They are as developed as they're going to be.
Right.
They're
That
just
is
gonna
kinda
get
cool.
dragged a little bigger. Like,
Yeah.
They're going to grow a
Well,
little
then,
bit.
though, that's interesting, though, because then do they move on? Because, like, if say they're 50 at 15.
Sure.
So then by the time they get to be 30,
Yeah.
all right, they're 100. But when they get to 50, they're like a 250-year-old Jewish person.
Yeah.
And do we not know what that looks like? Do they turn a weird corner at
Yeah,
that
it's
point?
like the essence, It's like
Right.
a Force ghost,
Right.
but of a Jew,
No,
it's like they just show.
What's
They're
a
like,
Force ghost?
they're like, blow on the soup, Dan. Like they just show up in your ear like a
Yeah,
Force
right.
ghost.
Yeah, all
It's
right.
just a Jewish people.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Get him the bootleg version.
That's a good point. You're saying you just brought up the Force Ghost Star Wars thing.
Yes.
Why are it's only as far as I know that I've seen it's Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Pause real quick. Just anyone listening right now, I can't control any spoilers going forward. They say the word Star Wars, we're probably going to ruin the movie for you.
Yeah, that's
I just
true.
see it going that way.
That's fine.
Greg, Dan, and we've all seen the movie. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
haven't seen the movie,
Why don't you spit? You go ahead. You don't got to leave that in your mouth.
there's a hair inside. I'm trying to get the hair.
I'm going to throw up. I'll take a commercial break. You spit. Talk about your Star Wars
I
thing.
swallowed it.
Oh,
Let's go to a show. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Let's go.
oh my God! I don't know why. There's sometimes some
I know
things.
that's a thing for you.
get me.
Mushrooms. I mean, not
Well,
that I don't
more
know
of
why. It should be a
Mushrooms
thing.
gross you out?
More mushrooms. I don't like them. I don't know. Anthony saving spit in his mouth and talking with it. That'll.
I
I'll
know,
tell
but
you
that's
what
different
happens.
than mushrooms. Yeah.
I'm sure you want to hear it.
Uh-huh.
I have so much hair in my nose or something.
Yeah.
Then you know how the throat and the nose are connected.
Yeah.
So I'd say at least once a day, I can feel it in my phlegm.
Uh-huh.
That like the phlegm will come to my mouth, so it does sometimes, and you spit
Yeah.
it out. But there's like a hair. I know when there's a hair in there, it's like a different feeling.
Yeah.
And that time there was a hair in there, and I was trying to find the hair so I could get the hair out of my mouth.
Get it all out of your mouth.
I can't spit in your room.
No, I'm saying just
That's
put the
rude.
microphone down and go in the spit in the sink.
All right, that's
Spit on the
pretty good.
goals he didn't accomplish.
Yeah. Spit on the ones I did accomplish to show me really nothing.
Anyway.
Star Wars, we all saw it.
So you're saying Star
I
Wars,
was saying to the Force
Yoda.
Ghost, how come you got Yoda, you got Ben Kenobi,
Yeah.
and then there's not just like a million of them all running around at all times?
Yeah, well, they did in the first prequels. They threw in this one sentence that made me mad, where it was like Qui-Gon Jinn. They were like, he figured out how to come back. Like,
Oh,
so
so it's
Qui-Gon's like the first guy to
Oh,
figure
right.
it
I
out.
don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like when they try to do a paper thin
Yeah,
plot development. It's like just go full insanity.
yeah.
He's back. Why? Who cares?
Who cares?
There
Leave
he
me
is.
alone.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't like you. Maybe that's why they're not back.
Don't try
Right.
to pretend because it's like that explanation's not going to hold up.
Yeah,
It's like just ignore it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Disregard.
because I think that's funny that there's like would be another Jedi who's like super annoying who figured out how to come back as a Force ghost.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they all come back and they're having that wise
Oh, yeah.
grand moment, this other guy pokes in and he's just like, there's no popcorn when you're dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
like
yeah.
just like brings up stuff. You're like, oh God, I hate that he figured out the puzzle or like got in or whatever.
Yeah, Mace Windu's talking about Black Lives Matter. It's like, dude, we get it, but like we're trying to help Luke out now.
Yeah.
I got to say, I didn't love it. Star Wars. I was asleep for probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, you
in the
fall
middle
asleep
of
during movies like my mom does.
it. Really?
Yeah.
What else?
I've been
I
in a
fall
movie
asleep
with you. I'm trying to remember. I remember looking over. All right.
Just in case you guys spit it in there. I
Oh, was
see you
it
suffering
Patterson?
there.
I might have drifted off for a
Yeah,
good half hour
Patterson.
during Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson, you were almost snoring. I remember that.
That's
But
fine.
I still got everything that happened.
You didn't.
That's-
Honestly, you made the right move.
We woke up and they're still
Nothing had happened.
you're still writing a poem.
Yeah, but you watch any movie, you know what happens.
You know what happens.
I watch a movie
And-
about bank robbery.
and if-
Yeah, they robbed the bank.
And I'm asleep. I still know if something good is happening. while I'm asleep
because you're half asleep.
You wake up, right? You wake up and you're like jolted. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit! You start feeling worse that you slept through any of it.
Yes. I don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore.
What?
So let's just erase that. We wrote that as a thing to talk about, and I'm going to say
You.
We thought we were
was it?
veering it to you.
also
Yeah, we
my
thought.
idea.
I know. I was trying to throw you one.
We were the appetizer.
Well, you know why? I just get so angry. And I don't want fans to turn it off because they didn't watch the movie yet.
Yeah, and that's.
Well,
fair.
end with Star Wars. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
That's true. That's a good point.
I got to say this. I should not have done that. I put the brakes on the whole podcast.
No, you're
No, it's
fine.
fine. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
let's end with it. That's smart.
End with it.
Okay, great.
Can I tell you guys about something else?
Yeah. So, no, I don't think so.
yeah,
Craig.
yeah. Go ahead.
What do you guys know about Bitcoin?
I don't know anything.
I've learned some. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I invested big time into Bitcoin this morning, 2 a.m., all my money. I have
It's
$1,000.
been around forever. Did it just soared up the charts?
Everyone's making money.
Before
So
we go
I
any
said,
further. Morning for you, 2 a.m.
2 a.m.,
Okay.
woke up early in a sweaty rage going, why have I not invested
Well,
in Bitcoin?
he wakes up early for the stocks.
Yeah,
right,
I
right,
can get my
right,
newspaper.
The
Yeah,
midnight
yeah.
stocks.
Money don't sleep.
Yeah.
So I invested all my money into Bitcoin.
For the folks at home, can we explain what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what you do is
Yeah.
it's money that's not real money. It's money that's not in your hand. It's money that's in the air. So what you do is
So it's like the cloud
yes.
for money.
Yes.
Okay.
So the big question I always get on Greg Talk, my
Yeah,
money
yeah.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greg Talk, Greg Talk, money
Where's
time.
Greg Talk airing these days?
It airs at 2 a.m. in the living room. So
Okay.
they need to now make digital money, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, Bitcoin, whatever. Run to TD Bank, take all my cash out, right?
Right.
Go to the backyard.
TD
right?
Bank, famous 24/7.
Yeah, well, they have an ATM machine.
The overnight. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And they have my guy. My guy
Yeah.
will wake up for me.
How
my money
much
guy.
do they allow you to take out at a time? They let you take all of it out.
I always take all of it out. Always. Because I only ever...
That's how they know
I have so little money.
That's how
that
they know
anytime
it's him.
Anytime I take money
right.
out, it's all of it.
Yeah, if they see 10, if you take $20 out of the ATM, they'll
Yeah.
stop your account.
Yeah.
But if they see
know-
that you've taken all of it out every
Yeah.
time, then they know it's you.
No, if they see 20 out,
Suspicious activity is
Yeah.
a modest withdrawal.
if they see 20 coming out, they go, "Oh, he's taking all of it out."
Yeah. Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's all of it.
Oh, okay.
The goal is to work to 20 so that I can take it out of the ATM.
Okay.
So I donated. I put in all
Go.
my money. I donated all my money to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. See, what you do is you have to. I took all my money, went to the backyard. You take it in cash. You throw it into a thing, and you just light the money on fire because you have to make the money digital. And then the government, you write down the money, and you put in a letter, and you have to take a picture of the date, of course.
So that's let this be a lesson in digitizing money.
Yes.
So the way to digitize money is you burn it in the backyard in a pile.
Well, burn it anywhere.
okay.
You,
okay.
You have to be an
the
honest
location.
person.
The key is the burning, not the location.
Yeah, because if you just write them a letter that says, I need 500 Bitcoins,
letter,
they're going to go,
yes.
did you keep your money? Because we're not going to give you double money. So
Right.
you have to set it on fire.
So there's no like physical. There's no bar at all, like bars of gold. There's nothing with that with Bitcoin.
No.
Bars of gold?
I'm
no, there's
saying, like,
ashes that you've from the money that you've
No,
burned.
but I'm saying there's nothing. There's no there's no coin. There's no physical coin.
No.
Yeah, little bits.
Oh, there are.
Little
I thought it
pieces
was
of-
all digital.
I thought it was all digital. So I thought the burning of the money lets the Bitcoin people know that you're not giving.
That's what I was
double
understanding.
money.
I thought it was all digital, so I didn't
Yeah,
know what you were
You
burning.
mail them a letter that says $500 in Bitcoin, please.
No, you're burning cash. So the
Oh,
Bitcoin,
you burn cash,
you're burning
okay.
cash, so the Bitcoin people know you don't
You're
have any
serious-
cash.
you're
assets.
serious about
serious
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins
No,
because
it's-
you burned all your physical money.
Right.
Yeah, well, no, it's
Like
just
you-
part of
you
it.
Delete the number of like an old girl to show.
Yes.
No, you
Girlfriend,
can't.
you can't.
No, this
Bitcoin.
isn't right.
You're all wrong. You're all wrong.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
what
all
it
right.
is. You
Stay
got to
with-
show Bitcoin you love it.
Yes, you have to transfer your money from cash to Bitcoin. And so how do you do that? You send them, you say, give me $500 Bitcoin,
but
please.
what's the- okay.
And then they go, Well, send us the. Well, then you can't just have cash too. So
how-
you burn the money and then they give you the Bitcoin
How do they
Why
know?
don't they want the cash?
with a letter and a picture
With a picture of burning money.
and me smiling
And you smiling and a letter with a newspaper date.
and a newspaper date showing that it's today. I have
Right.
burned my money.
Are you allowed
Let's
to
transfer
burn,
to Bitcoin?
Are you allowed to burn money?
Yeah, because you're turning it into Bitcoin money. That's how
But I
they
mean,
do it
people
with
get so
iTunes.
mad when you burn a flag. I don't know if burning money is considered bad also.
You ever buy anything on iTunes?
Yeah.
You ever say, look, no, when you go to the bank, it's a great example.
Yeah.
You take your money,
Yeah.
you put it in the bank, then they give you digital money, right? What's the bank doing? The bank is just burning your money in the bank,
Right.
you know,
Okay,
and then they
yeah.
give you digital money.
Okay, yeah.
See, but
Yeah.
Bitcoin isn't, they don't got a Bitcoin on every corner, so they can't just be burning all the money.
Right.
So you have to burn it for you.
So
for
is
them.
it 1-to-1? 1 Bitcoin is $1?
One
Or is it-
Bitcoin, $1, but I heard it's going up.
Oh, so it's going to be like $100 to get 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my letter back. They send me a letter back that says you have $100 million in Bitcoins. I don't know how much.
But how did they get this? Can I ask Bitcoin-related questions?
Yes, of
or did you
course.
wanna finish? Okay, so how did they get this scam going? Because couldn't any of us just say we're
Right.
starting our own currency, give
Yes.
us money, and we'll give you whatever?
There's a ton
You
of
have
these.
paintbrushes here. You give
So
them a
there's-
paintbrush.
Okay, so
There's a lot of
Bitcoin
Bitcoins.
is
Paintbrush
just
coin.
one. Bitcoin is just a
Digital
popular
cryptocurrency.
cryptocurrency in a whole world of cryptocurrencies.
Yes.
Okay.
There's also one called like lithium or like ionium, uranium, some weird ones.
Yeah.
And they're computers that make programs that do a thing, and then a thing comes out, and then you get to have that thing.
But isn't everything kind of cryptocurrency then? Like if we go to the coffee shop,
Yeah.
and you get a bagel there,
Yeah.
it's like money for the bagel.
Yeah, they give
Could we
you give them the money.
stockpile all of them?
All the
Are
crypto
bagels
monies.
there Bitcoins?
No, you can eat a bagel.
You could eat a Bitcoin, right?
No, because it doesn't exist in the
It doesn't exist in
human
the material
plane.
world.
So, what are the advantages of Bitcoin in terms of
That's a good way to go.
gold-backed money?
This is a good question.
Yes.
Well, you could use it online.
Use money online.
It's money online.
Yeah, so now there's two.
So you're saying it's always
I just
better.
don't-
It's always better to have two than one.
All
like
I know
Lyft
is-
came out and it was helpful because now
Yes.
Uber has to get better.
There's Lyft and Uber.
Right.
All I can tell you is I went to the backyard
Yeah.
and I burned all my money.
That
So
feels impulsive.
impulsive because you got to act quick. We can't have this thing crashing. People
Right.
are millionaires.
The stocks. You don't know where the stocks are going to go.
There's some curly-haired
What if a
Jew
new-
out every Facebook ad is telling me that this guy's got $1 billion. I had to act fast. He says, "Buy my program." You didn't see that guy? He's all over the place.
So isn't this okay? So you're trying to act fast, get the Bitcoin
Uh-huh.
on your side.
Yeah.
But what? So it's going to go down, right? Also, this is a thing
I hope not.
That keeps happening. This happened with Uber.
Yeah.
Everything. You find out that the person who does these apps is evil.
Yeah.
That the Bitcoin guy hates Muslims. He beat a woman.
Yeah.
Something. And then somebody else comes in and does the same thing as Bitcoin, but his whole thing is I don't hate Muslims.
Yes.
And then that's what Lyft
He's the
did.
better guy.
He's the better guy.
I'll
So
say
how
this.
do you look out for that?
Right.
Well, there's 1,000 different types of Bitcoins. And I'll tell you this. Bitcoin created, everyone knows, the original Bitcoin creation was so that you can buy weapons and children and sex slaves on the internet. That is how Bitcoin started.
how did this
It was
catch
the dark
on?
internet money.
So how'd this mainstream?
Some freako, who's buying shit went, I think we should start giving this to everybody else.
Yeah.
Works better than cash.
Why does it work better than cash?
Is it untraceable?
Because the government doesn't have gold. There's no gold bars. Our money is backed by nothing. This is an equal money
So it's
standard.
security. It's security.
Everybody agrees what this is worth.
Is there an app?
Everyone, yes.
How? Okay, if everyone agrees, how
Uh-huh.
does everyone get into agreement?
You get a letter. Everyone gets a letter that says
They
you
do
agree.
a lot of letter campaigns over at Bitcoin. My God, for an
For someone that
advanced
doesn't-
company,
for someone
they're
that doesn't
really
make-
relying on Civil War technology.
For someone that doesn't make material
Yeah,
money?
yeah. Yeah.
That's all pencil
Well,
and
that's
paper.
why.
Yeah.
They said instead of spending our money on paper money, we'll spend our money on paper letters to people.
Stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
couldn't.
all right, so you get a separate letter.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and how does that work? Does it go, all right, Greg, as a Bitcoiner, what do you think the price should be?
But I'm saying,
Yeah, and you just say like, I want to be rich. Give me $1 million.
but I'm saying, so why
And then
don't
people look at who you. I'm making it real quick. People look at you as who you are as a person, and they go, "Is this guy a worthy millionaire?"
So wait, you said because they know from the picture because it's you and the money.
Yeah, and then they size you up, and they go, "This guy should be a millionaire," and they send him, and they say, "Your money's worth $1 million."
why don't we just make our own currency?
We should. The Rad Dudecast coin, which somebody tried to spoil on our Facebook page,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is very upsetting to me.
So I'd imagine that you're doing most of this just because you're so well versed in the cryptocurrency world.
Yes, and I'd like to do Rad Dude coin,
Yeah.
like we do most things. We have to beat them, right? They went digital.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to go another sense. I'm thinking smell or hearing.
So I mean, you think digital is one of the senses?
Yes. Well, it's digital sense. You never heard that?
Touch.
It's your
smell,
digital sense.
Digital.
Yeah.
The famous sixth sense.
You know what your fingers are called? What are your fingers called? Digits. Write that
Yeah.
down. Write that down at home. Yes.
So okay.
All right.
But what is it going to be? Like you have 1 million action figures. Is that the currency?
No, the currency is going to be a sense, hearing.
hearing.
Right? So
Well,
you
it's a
transfer
podcast,
your
yeah.
No. Transfer your money into sound. Okay? Stay with me,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So, how would this work? So I might be ahead of my time.
Okay, that's okay.
Could
Take
I,
your time.
could I give an example?
Yes.
To try to guess what you're saying. So you're saying like money is a sound. So $1, the sound could be like. That's a $1 sound.
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then you have to put that into a jar.
The sound itself.
Yes.
Like I make the noise into a jar.
Yeah, and then close it quick.
Okay.
Well, that's why I kind of want to work with scent. A smell could work better. Like a.
Why wouldn't
Well, you were jumping off
Hold on
sound
a second.
already. Yeah.
if the
Well,
idea?
we're boxing out here. We're spitballing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead. We're
Yeah.
spitballing.
No, I'm just saying.
Could be
I'm just. I just want to make sure that this thing flies and we don't run into any problems. You have an ability to record sound, like on a phone or a
Yes.
recorder or whatever it is. But instead, you want to employ a method where you scream into a jar and close it.
He's following the Bitcoin model of mailings,
Like-
yeah.
packaging.
Like-
a lot of trips to the post office in the cryptocurrency
Yeah.
world.
Like I said, we are spitballing. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe the jar isn't the best idea. Anthony, you came up with a great idea. Recording. I didn't think about that. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. To figure this all out.
Recording it.
We can
Not
record
saying
it.
it into a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. In retrospect, yelling into a jar, it's not as good. Not
Wait,
one of my best.
so can
That's
you-
how you get to they didn't just come up with the car right away. They had to,
Yeah.
some bumps along the road
Yeah,
to get there.
of course.
So fine. Yeah,
First,
yeah.
they put
Okay.
a tire
Somebody
into
tried-
a jar.
Somebody nailed a couple of wheels on a horse.
Yeah.
That was a bad thing. The horse died.
Definitely not cool.
And then Gerald Ford came around and he said, "Well, fucking do this." And he made a
He's killing
car.
all these horses.
Yeah.
So can you give another sound or smell or something that would be like $20?
Well, I would say a smell. We'd have to all agree that
Yeah.
the smell of bacon is overrated, so to be $1.
Okay. What a twist
Wow,
and
what
turn
a
that-
twist.
Yeah.
Plot
We
twist.
all agree it's over, and then into an opinion,
Well, you need $1 million
a personal opinion.
$1 million smell is going to have to be something hard to get,
Okay.
Of course,
Like
yeah.
a
So now-
flower on a mountain.
Now, with the right, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now with Bitcoin, it's agreed upon by everybody who's a Bitcoiner.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Now with this, you're dictating the price.
The
or
three of
now-
us. With three of us. I'm
Okay.
equal
all right.
partners.
Okay,
We're on
we're
the
equal
committee.
partners.
Yeah.
Equal partners, 75,
But
75,
with
75.
Bitcoin, you're considered an equal partner for buying into it. So are we doing that or no?
Wait, Bitcoin, you're equal partner for buying into it?
That's what you said. I'm going off what you
Did
said.
I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. And that's very exciting.
But that's good because it makes them feel like they're a part of it.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm saying is, do you want to do this with Rad Dudecast coin, or do you want to just keep this where the three of us dictate the market?
Here's what I'm still going to say.
Yeah.
Everyone who's listening, donate real money to our Patreon, and I will turn that all into sounds for you, which now you have. And it's just as equal as the money
Sounds
you had.
or smells.
What about smells?
And smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a sound and a smell. I'll double your money today.
Yeah.
You get a sound and a smell. But I'll keep it in my house.
Maybe Anthony will throw in the famous digital sense.
Digital.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's for an extra 20.
What do you guys think? How do you make a digital coin? You're so smart.
Same way.
Go.
I'm going the same way.
Great.
This all sounds great.
No, I like the idea. So we all have like a garage sale kind of thing. Whatever you have the most of, that's your coin.
Oh, okay.
That's like going old school. Like a
Right.
carpenter, his school is a carpenter.
Gets us back to our roots.
Yes.
So right, carpenter. Say it's a carpenter, right? He's probably got a lot of hammers. So the hammer currency, and so you find out what's the most important. The currency should be whatever the most important thing
Yeah,
is.
but what if your most important thing is like, what if you're that little Jewish kid we were talking about, and all he's got is whining? You know, I'm not going
that
to
has
give
no
him.
currency? He shouldn't make money. 'Cause that person
We weed him out.
Exactly.
Right.
Weed
That
him
should
out.
be the poorest person.
Yes.
Someone who has nothing to offer like that.
This is exactly how World War II
Because currency
started.
shouldn't be about just stupid money. Who cares about that?
Yes.
A homeless person doesn't have that. If he's going to whine less,
Uh-huh.
I'd rather him sit there.
Yes.
Can we go back to one thing? You
Yes.
said this is exactly how World War II started.
Yes.
Can I just get your synopsis of how World War II started?
Boy,
The
I am
Jews-
so sad I missed that. Thank you for catching it.
The Jews tried to implement digital money. And they said, well, exactly what he said. They said they had no skills.
Right.
Next thing they know,
I didn't say Jews have no skills.
well, that's what he said.
I said this kid who's whining a lot.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah,
nothing
we'll
to
listen to the tape.
All right. So fair is fair. You got me again. You got me again. All right. Two bad ideas.
My favorite is when you throw out expressions that put a cherry on top of an unrelated
Yeah, let's
conversation.
close this up. Well, you can't really count your chickens, huh?
Fingers crossed, boys.
Yep.
What
All right.
about
So
now?
World War
True to
II.
life.
World War
What
II.
about net neutrality, Greg?
Oh, God. I'm so furious.
Okay.
This is 5 steps backwards. You're going to tell me
Yeah.
the internet is a man? I'm not
what?
going to. Because the internet could be
Let's-
female or male.
Let's back up.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the net
What
neutrality
exactly do you think
decision
net
was?
neutrality is?
'Cause I'm not sure we have a firm understanding of it.
Yeah.
Net neutrality was saying that the internet is gender neutral. It can be whichever gender it wants to be.
Right.
For my porn watching.
Yes.
I watch a lot of porn, and I like to dip back and forth.
Okay.
I like to taste it all.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Now they're telling me that their internet is going to be something else that I don't know
man.
what.
A man.
Maybe a man, maybe a female. But either way, I can't
but-
live within one stereotype. I need to dance amongst all genders.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so the internet
Wait.
you're saying right now has been
Gender neutral.
non-gender specific,
Yes.
and it's going to become gender neutral.
So by getting rid of net neutrality,
Right.
they made it so now it's gender pronouns.
It's
you
going to
have
be
use.
a gender.
A gender.
And I don't
gender.
know which one it's going to be.
So you don't know what kind of porn. You might be watching a dude now because they repealed
Well, if
your
I'm-
option
if-
to watch.
Yeah.
To choose to identify yourself as someone who's watching a lady right now.
Well, if I'm watching female porn
Yeah.
on the internet, and and the internet is female, they're now saying the internet is gay, and I don't think that's right. I think that the internet should be whatever it wants to be, and if
That's
it wants
true.
to be gay, it can, but it needs to be open to make its own choices.
That's true. I
So
agree with that.
yeah, right.
I
So
mean,
I'm going
I
to
don't
write a letter.
think that's what it is.
What do you think it is?
It's well, this is where you might win just on on you having a take. My understanding of it is that it's something with corporations can slow down. So if it's like you're a big expensive
Well, that's you.
company, you could slow down
My internet.
the biggest podcast could slow down ours right here, slow down the bandwidth so it's slower for everyone to download.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up because females are just as fast as men. It depends on who you are.
I guess it still fits. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you for it or against it?
The neutrality or the getting rid of the neutrality?
Are you pro? Answer the
Trans.
question.
Transgenders, good. They're
Trans
good.
internet.
They're good.
Transcontinental Railroad. That was a fucking mess.
Trans Am, that airline.
Trans Am is a car
Oh.
that has a dick.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of a car, Trans Am.
You're thinking of Pan Am.
Transatlantic?
Pan Am.
Pan Am.
Yeah, that
yeah.
that really fell apart.
Oh.
That really panned out. That's where they got that phrase, panned out, because Pan Am failed, and they said it didn't pan out.
Yeah, I'm for it.
You are for it.
I'm for gender
What's your take
neutrality.
on the internet?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the internet. I think it's better if it defines itself as something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it's
You're getting
better.
on two sides of the boat.
Yeah, I think it's better if it defines itself as something.
Why?
It's less
Because then it
decisions
knows
for you
who
to
it.
make.
It's less decisions for me to make.
Yeah.
It knows who it is, and
Right.
it gives it more direction
That's why. Right.
rather than it's constantly questioning itself.
That's why
That's a good.
people are more likable when they're older because they have a better sense of who they are.
Right.
Like teenagers are the
Yeah,
worst.
Yeah, they're
They
more
don't know who they are
confident.
yet.
No,
We're looking for a more
The
confident
bandwidth
internet.
is going to go down. The bandwidth is being clogged up right now by its own indecisiveness.
Oh, men, women.
Am I? Yeah, I'm a man. Am I a woman? Who am I? What am I?
Slowing
What do I
everything down.
like?
Slowing
But if
everything
it's
down.
like I'm a man, I'm a woman, you're getting the information.
You've got mail.
Yep, right there.
We'd have mail.
Well, here I am again, a fool on a roof. Anthony, you have won me over. I am against net neutrality. I want a confident.
That's good. It's gone.
Yeah.
A good, confident.
I have
internet.
made myself red-faced.
That seemed like the first line in a Broadway play. Here I am again, just a fool on a roof.
Wow.
Dolores.
Man.
You know, they say man never thinks twice.
He's like carving
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he's carving something, peeling an orange, takes a bite. But you
We
never
got-
can trust what they say now, can ya? Wisconsin, 1963.
We got to do a play.
It's 2 o'clock.
Have you ever done a play?
Why wouldn't it be?
What time is my audition?
3:30.
Oh, thank God. How? Oh, okay. 3:30.
You're gonna be great.
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
Oh,
we do a
my
play?
God.
So, you want to... How much time have we done?
We have 35 minutes. We're doing okay.
Oh, we're
doing all
doing
right.
great. You're fine.
Okay, let me see where this thing is. I'm going to let everyone come along with me.
Should we do a play? I like that thing we
What do
just
you mean
did
a
there.
play?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep going.
No, I'm saying that could be a whole thing.
Yeah, like a whole episode. We do a play.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. I think, yes, 100%. We should
Yes.
do a... Next week, for our New Year's episode,
Oh yes.
we'll do a play. Big announcement.
It's so funny watching someone like convince themselves that they're going to be excited about an idea
Yeah.
as they're saying
Yeah.
it.
We'll
Yes.
do
We will go to your
some
mom's
kind of a play.
house.
We tried to do one once. We tried as a bonus episode. We tried to do a revamp of Cats the musical with Lindsay Bowling.
We did?
Yeah. Oh man, we got 12 minutes into it. Really abandoned ship, and
Did
then I
people
don't
like
know,
it?
God knows what we talked about for an hour. Did we like it? No, I don't think we did.
Yeah.
No. We got out of there pretty quickly.
We also burned through all the writing we did today.
No, we
for,
didn't.
Topics.
We can talk about your dream last night.
The dream last
Oh, I
night,
had
the
a dream.
move. Also,
We can talk
move
about
is
the move.
big.
I knew the move was going to come back to haunt us.
Well,
We
it
tried
was
to do
a-
the move at 40 minutes. We
Also-
lifted a couple boxes up the stairs.
Now, it was a big day for me to see how absolutely floored I was with the strength of Dan Perlman.
thank you so much.
Little guy, biggest box. The box
Little-
must have been
took the
triple his
biggest box.
size.
Little guy, biggest box. So Robert Frost.
That's because I was telling you the first job I ever had was I bagged groceries.
Right.
And my
the
specialty
man's used to it.
my specialty was families 8 and above.
Wait a minute, you choose who you'd bag for?
Because when people would come in, they'd give like a little EBT card that said how many people were in their family.
Yeah.
And if it said 1 through 3, you'd give it to the little girl. And then if it was 4
Is
to
this serious? You used to tell people? I was on EBT. I never had to tell people. I had to
6,
walk
this
in
was how
and
they
check
did
in.
it there. Because if you were like a member of this place, it was like a food
Right.
pantry.
Oh,
And so
food
then-
pantry.
Yeah. And and then it would go, and then 8 and above, you'd be like, I got it.
Right.
Go get 3 or 4 bags.
3 or 4 bags?
Yeah, carry them all.
And
I
you
used
carried
to.
them.
Carry them all up the stairs. There was a flight of stairs because they were disabled.
Oh, I
a lot
thought a
of them.
bagger was just someone who puts the food in the bag.
No, but then you got to bring them up to them.
Oh,
Right. New York.
This
yeah.
isn't a grocery store.
Yeah.
No, it was like a downstairs. There was like a church upstairs, and then you go
So
down
they'd
the
come get the
steps.
food.
Yes.
And then you'd
They
get-
line up, they give you your card, you run down the stairs. That was me running.
That's
Yeah.
a digital. That's a lot of money you just put out there. For free.
That's a lot of coin. You give them the thing, you bag the stuff, run them on back up.
Uh-huh.
So I developed that strength that the muscles they've been, resting, percolating,
Yeah.
getting stronger, and then it paid off when we were moving Anthony's stuff there.
They must have been so excited, those muscles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boys, he's taking us out again. It's been a while.
We're back, boys.
What do you say? One more ride.
Yeah.
One more ride around the block.
I used to do things because I used to bag groceries at ShopRite when I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
I used to do a fun thing when the customers would have their stuff and bagging them. I'd go, let's do something different this time.
Yeah.
And I would put everything in one bag.
I love
and
it.
they would get fucking furious at me. I go, let's do something. We'll put the milk with the vegetables too.
Yeah.
How do we do something different? They would,
Bread on the bottom,
care for my humor.
cans on top.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Wait, hang on. Before we move forward,
Okay.
I need to ask Anthony a very important question.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Were you part of the great
No.
ShopRite
I know what you're talking
firing?
about. I wasn't a part of it.
There was a ShopRite.
Yes.
Let me give you a little backstory.
I benefited from it, actually.
There was a ShopRite where everyone in the high school was working there, and one day it all went down. Like something like 90 people were all fired because everyone was stealing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Big. They just, I think the whole time they didn't realize they had security
unearthed
cameras.
a huge scandal.
Yeah. There was this, people were just going in there. Friends were going in there.
Yeah.
And friends
Oh,
were
it was
just,
like a hangout almost.
no. So basically the scam was that you had a lot of people behind, this is a real Ocean's 11 sort of situation.
Sure. Yeah.
You had all these.
Except the stakes are close to zero.
yeah. Really almost.
Actually, the
nothing.
steaks are close to steaks because they're selling steaks.
Yeah. And I don't even think these people were ripping off steaks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about cereal at best.
Sure.
They're trying to get away with it.
Raisin bran.
Yeah. So you got your people, everyone from high school, all the cashiers are people that went to the high school.
Yeah.
Right? So now the customers would come in who were their friends, high school friends. And they mainly would just get cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then they would ring them through the thing, and they would do fake ring-ups.
Yeah.
So they would just send them on through. And I think this, you're not really thinking far ahead. You know what I mean? You're counting
No,
the
of course.
till at the end of the day, whatever it is.
That's also a slippery slope where
Yeah.
it's like no one's going to notice a couple times, and it's
Yeah.
like if there are 90 of you
Yes.
doing this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
we're
Also,
losing major business.
This is what
Yeah.
happens when North Enders try to steal.
Right.
They get caught.
Right.
When you got South Enders,
They know what they're doing.
and goddamn thing, $75,000 stolen.
Yeah.
$75,000 stolen from Sears when I worked there.
So
one year.
I got
Back
lucky
Anthony.
because I benefited off the pinch because they the whole fleet was so they needed people. So then
So you were aware.
That's how they called you in.
Yeah.
The one bagger.
Yeah.
The guy who puts everything in one bag.
You were aware of this, but didn't.
I didn't know
blow
what was
the
going
whistle.
on. I was
Oh, you
really
had no idea.
I was focused on my bags. I was focused on doing new things in the world of bagging.
They hired you because they were fired?
No, I
No,
moved
you're
up.
just the last one
You
standing.
moved up.
I was the last one standing. I moved up
From where?
from bagging to they tried me at cashier.
Oh,
It's
boy.
like one day didn't work out.
Yeah. It's
They
like
moved me
if-
right back down to bagging. They sent me to the majors for one day. They were like, "We've made a huge mistake."
It's like if a president, vice president, like secretary,
Yes.
if they all die,
Yeah.
it's like the guy in charge of agriculture.
Yes.
You're like you're
Yeah,
the
yeah,
president.
yeah.
Now you're the guy who knows corn,
Real
right? And he's like, "Not
designated
really."
survivor situation.
Yeah.
So they moved me up and then moved me back down because I was no good at
So
being
they
a
only helped you
cashier.
for one day.
Yeah, they tried me for one day. I couldn't do it. They moved me back down to bagging. But I had something else funny to talk about with this, but I forget now.
Taco used to be working in the frozen food section.
Taco was in frozen. I was on bagging. Damn.
There was a
Did you
guy-
steal?
There was a guy.
I didn't steal. No, I didn't steal.
Did you think about it ever?
Nope. Something was there. No, I was. Oh, that's what I did. My hours. They fired me.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Uh-huh.
because I didn't realize that every week they give you a new schedule. So
Hilarious.
I would just went in. I would just go in whenever I wanted. They would
Yeah.
be sort of bewildered when I showed up to work, and they would go, "You weren't," and I go, "I don't know. What are you talking? I go on my schedule. I told you."
That's what I would do at 9/11 Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea
That
in
they
the
had-
workforce schedules change by week.
Yes.
I thought I gave you my schedule. Those are the hours I gave you. These are
'Cause
the
they-
hours I would do,
'cause you
and
have
I'd
to
come in for those hours.
You have to check.
Make me happy, please.
You have to check a thing. There's
Yeah.
a board, or there's an email you're not checking.
yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Something I missed, and I would just check in. I'd come and go as I please.
Oh, that's great.
People would go, "We don't have a background." I go, "Well, I can't help you. I'm out of here."
Yeah. Can I tell you a little something fun about that?
Yeah.
When I used to work in the ER's 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So my thing was, and I was the only one who did my job.
Yeah.
So they were like, you can come in whenever.
Yeah.
You just have to have 40 hours in for the week.
Yeah.
So since I was lazy,
Yeah.
I would always put it all off and then would have to work like 40 hours straight. And just
Oh,
not
I
go
remember
home.
that.
I worked
Yeah.
30 hours
Yeah,
straight one day.
you did that while living in New York. I
That's
remember
so
that.
funny.
Yeah.
I had to take a bus, and I was like, I don't know how. I'm
Yeah.
gonna-
No
Just-
foresight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what a horrible idea
Yeah.
on their part.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like, well, looks like we got a 40-hour shift from Greg. I think that's going to be productive. 11 hours in, bloodshot eyes, hallucinating, man of the world.
Yeah.
There was a guy at that food pantry place. His name was Miami. He was like the
That's fun.
supervisor there.
Yeah, that's a fun. Not a lot.
No.
That's I think a nickname I've only heard for the first time, and that should have been a staple
Miami?
of a nickname.
Yeah,
Miami.
that's
That's
a
a great one.
It's almost as good as Hollywood.
Great.
Yeah.
I knew a kid Jiggles growing up.
Yeah.
He was
Jiggles
another
is
favorite.
fun.
It's like
Jiggler.
everybody should have a Jiggles.
Yeah,
growing up.
yeah.
Because he was fat, like he had like
Yeah.
man tits or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fifth grade. But
Yeah.
you couldn't shame him for it.
Right.
He would just jiggle it in everybody's face. And there was like
Owned
another
it.
Man,
yeah,
Confident,
owned it
like the internet.
fully. but Miami. So he would always try.
Yeah.
He was always trying to give like girl advice,
Yeah.
or whatever. And he'd be like, "Oh, you got to take her to the zone." Like, you know, you got
The AutoZone.
Yeah.
Right. So I was
meant the
I was
AutoZone.
hearing this. What he meant was I was taking this to mean like some sort of like deep connective thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what we all thought.
Right.
Right. No, he meant ESPN Zone. That was where I saw him years later after I'd stopped
Oh,
working
man,
there.
the AutoZone was close.
He's with a girl at the ESPN Zone.
Oh, my God. That's
Yeah.
the
who
best.
did not seem interested. It's like, why am I watching 800 sports screens?
Yeah, ESPN Zone was really ESPN Zone now is just too much. It's like a bar where you walk in.
Does it
and
still
you're like, "That's a little
exist?"
Too much. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. But in the beginning, it was like, man, this is crazy because
Right.
everything's a TV,
Everything.
Yeah.
and it was
You
just,
go in the urinal, it'd be above
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
It's like how Tokyo is in movies in like the year 3000.
Oh, wow.
Like that was ESPN Zone, and then it was like just way too much.
it was overload.
It
Even
was-
people who love sports.
Yeah, and it's like there's only so much sports.
But that was his instruction for how
Right.
to really connect with a girl.
Right, yeah. I
You
think
take
it's
her to the zone.
probably something to do with like the lights. They go into a catatonic state, and then they'll do anything.
Yeah.
They should
they'll
just
go.
have-
They'll go hook up with them because they're just so desperate to leave.
Yeah, they don't
ESPN
care.
Zone. Yeah. I'll come over.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
They should just hire old athletes who lost their money to walk around the ESPN Zone
That's
and talk
great.
to tables. And
Yeah,
be like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I played
Some would
the
definitely
Fantastic
do that.
Four in
Yeah.
the college degree.
They would-
Some would love that.
They would definitely do that, and if the requirement, but the problem is you're going to get so many people there who want to fuck with them,
Yeah,
and which is like crazy to me because it's like,
you're paying more for
Would
that.
they,
people-
though?
I think so.
I think they'd suck up to them, right?
I don't know, man.
You would know. You're around a lot of athletes now.
I think. Well, I'm speaking from my perspective
Yeah, yeah.
and Sam's perspective.
Right.
We would go and we'd be fascinated. We want to hear stories. We would praise whatever
Sure.
the hell. But then like other people would go as like a power move.
Right.
Do you know what I
Ugh,
mean?
yeah.
To be like, I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna get
You put
my
them in
chicken.
glass. You put them in glass cages. So no one can throw things at them. You lave them. You give them a lav mic, and then you put them in little glass tubes. You suck them around like the old bank. Remember the old bank
We have
tubes?
Buckner mic'd up. All right. Put him in the chamber.
Oh man, that's
like a
great
shark
idea.
cage. Yeah, or a
Oh,
human
just
cage.
Daryl Strawberry in a glass cage.
Yeah. No, did I tell you what I did this
funny.
week, Dan?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen you all week.
Well, someone said the word wigger,
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
and they didn't like it. And then I said, add the L, you got wiggler. That's a better word.
Yeah,
got a
where
couple
we were at the
wigglers.
dinner. You said that. I thought that was funny.
I was high.
Wigglers, couple wigglers.
I think everyone was looking at me weird. You were laughing.
I was
high?
laughing.
And then Michelle Wolf and Dan were. I
You
think
were
Michelle was
high?
probably
I
laughing.
don't think you were high.
We said this at Dan's house when I was high.
Who'd
Oh.
you say Wiggler?
I
for?
don't. Yeah, maybe you did.
Here's the thing: you got to be careful with that because sometimes you throw one letter in there and you think you're being funny, and that's some whole other slur.
Oh yeah,
Like
can I
that's
tell-
like anti-Filipino or something.
can I tell you a
Right.
story? Real
You
legitimate.
can't know them all.
Yeah.
Legitimate story that happened when I was walking dogs.
Yeah.
Walking dogs, and this woman comes by, Asian woman, comes by on her fucking bike and gets almost in between me and the dog, and she goes, "Ugh, move your fucking dog." And I went, "Oh, shut up, you fucking cat." And I was going to call her a cunt,
Right.
and then I was like, "Don't call her a cunt," and I almost went to dyke, which is even worse.
Can't do
So
that.
then I mixed,
Yeah.
and I just wound up going, "Shut up, you kike!" And I called an Asian woman a kike on 23rd Street by the subway, and everyone looked at me, and then they looked at her, and then they were like, hey, what the fuck?" Like a guy who doesn't know racial
That's kind of
slurs.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, can you do that? Is it okay to call someone a racial slur if it's not their race?
I think so. It's actually progressive in
I
a
think-
weird
yeah,
way.
ooh, nice.
Because
Tell me why.
It's progressive in a weird way because then you're looking at everyone as equal.
Yes,
You're like, look, I'm using a racial slur, but I don't
But
see.
it's case by case because then you can't I can't call you a faggot and
Okay.
have other people think that's okay. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Because it's still like
well,
I'm
maybe just not
insulting
faggot
them.
yet. We'll go with other ones first.
Yet.
Greaseball.
Yet. We're gonna work our way to that.
Yeah, well, you can't just start at level 10.
you got to start
You know,
with kike.
you open
That's
with
yeah.
wetback to an Italian,
Right.
or
Right.
zipperhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or this not
maybe-
good.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe the rule is if you call them something that is not as bad as what their bad word is, then
Right.
it's okay.
Well, now you're saying that races are different. Now you're saying that like,
Yeah,
oh,
now
it's
you're
all call
creating a
them
hierarchy.
They totally are.
So
I
if I go to a
mean,
black
the
guy and be like,
rankings.
get out of
Yeah,
here.
you could. I mean, that's a different podcast.
So if I go to a black guy and I
Save
go,
that for Freed.
hey, get out of here, you honky. Hey, let's stop talking to you.
I didn't know if you were doing a character.
No, you go up to a black guy, you go, get out of here, you honky. And they go, wait a minute, what? And you go, well, I'm calling you something better. That's way more worse.
You can't.
That's
do
what
that.
you just said.
You can't. No. I
That's
didn't.
what you said.
Yeah, but I didn't act
Let's
it out.
go to the tape.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it enough that I
Okay,
would.
but we
act
try
out.
things. We try things on the
This is
podcast.
great.
It didn't
Next
work.
Spitball.
episode, we'll do a play
Uh-huh.
and the racial slur rankings.
No, well, maybe, we could table that one. That's for the Patreon.
Maybe we put it in the play.
This was this was a legitimate idea that I had that I still think is right.
Yeah.
Is that I think and I did this as a bit. I'm sorry, Anthony. I know you know the bit, but I do think that we should make white people be black for a year. You do blackface. They have to be black for a year so that they'll understand what it's like to be black.
Sure.
And then it's redeeming blackface.
You know,
Blackface, which was a terrible thing, now you're bringing it back, but you're doing it with real makeup. You're doing it so it looks legitimate. And then they'll know what it's like.
You get Hollywood involved.
Yeah, you're going Darth Vader with blackface. He's the one who ends up saving everyone.
I do think. I do. Yeah. Well, first of all,
If you're rich, you got to be poor.
I see
If you're
this
white,
as
black.
a
you'd
show
have to, yeah.
that airs on CBS for 2 weeks, and they pull the plug on it. Black for a year.
It's a thing that you need to let people know. This is part of my black year. This
Yeah.
is not a thing I'm
Black
doing
year.
for a Halloween costume.
Right? Yeah.
Because people are going to think you're being insensitive. It's like, no, this is court
No,
man.
I would-
no, the makeup has to be so good that you can't tell.
Or I'm going to say Halloween. Maybe you stay inside. You
Yeah.
skip Halloween that year.
I love that. Every
Yeah.
year people make that mistake.
Yeah.
Every year nobody remembers the year before.
Yeah.
that everyone got mad at 5 famous
Yeah.
people for doing this.
Everyone
And then
does it. Every
New
year.
same mistake.
Everyone goes, I think I'll pull it off. I can pull it off.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to be a
Yeah,
Nazi.
but this guy's topical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can do it, of course.
Well, I think if you're rich, you'd be poor.
Right.
I do think there is something
You're
that you
saying
have
they're
to
the
you
opposite.
you face the thing that you have your issues towards, or you've never experienced.
Totally. I agree with that.
Then you'll get empathy.
You got to feel empathy.
Yes.
Walk a mile in the shoes of whoever.
You want to talk about people, who gets face tattoo. If you're white
Yeah.
and you want to know what it's like, you get a face tattoo.
I
because
don't
then
think
people
that's the same. I don't think that's
no, because
valid
people
at all.
will look at you and they'll go, "I'm not
but
giving
the
this guy a
fa-
job.
the
I hate
face
this
tattoo.
guy."
People are making a deliberate choice to put a thing on their face.
Yes, but but then you are deliberate or not, you're now getting this.
You
you're
know the
treated
experience.
the same way as
The
someone
treatment.
who is.
Yeah,
So-
but then it gets crazy because then it's like I don't want to have to live like every idiot who decides to do some goofy shit that I don't
Who's
want to
you?
do.
What you?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying a face
Like
tattoo
that guy
is a
chose to get a
choice.
face tattoo.
Right.
So why do I have to get a face tattoo
Right,
just to see
right,
what it's like for
right.
his stupid decision?
No, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying people who have face tattoos
Yeah.
are living the life of someone who is
has
thrown
a-
out of society.
But they're not
Well,
born
they're
with a
not
face
also.
tattoo.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
born-
not, but maybe they're good people who say, "Well, I'm going to take this upon myself."
Oh, so I'll talk to them. I don't want to have to get
You
one.
think people are getting face tattoos as a lifelong experiment.
Yes.
So then why do I have to then
Do it just to
empathize with
Why
that
do
decision?
either of you have to? I never said either of you had to do that. I was talking about something completely different, and I'm just saying that people who
Well,
get
you
face
couldn't have expected us to have
well,
known
maybe if
you
you
were
were
making
paying
that jump.
attention, we'll go to the tape.
That is bullshit. That is
You were
bullshit.
not listening. You were talking to Anthony about who the hell knows what. I was
knows
over here
what?
talking about face tattoos.
4 topics.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So now what? Yeah. So that's my thing on race.
yeah.
That's
All of our
Race.
things. Anthony, did you write anything else down, or?
Nope. Yeah, I think that's all we got.
Well, we're at 52 minutes.
How long do we normally do?
Well, I had this new race thought,
Oh, great.
but I was just like, I don't know if this is too like jokey or whatever. But
Yeah.
when I was talking to somebody, I was describing like friend's boyfriend to my roommate. I was like, yeah, nice, tall, outgoing black guy. And roommate was like, "What do you have to say that he's black?" I was like, "I don't know, because of like everything."
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just telling you what he's been through.
Yeah.
Like mostly. You
Right.
know?
Oh, you say preppy. If he was a preppy guy, you'd say he's a preppy guy. He's a jock. He's a jock.
Also,
Nerd,
it's like
nerd.
Also, it's like if I don't say anything, you're just going to assume that he's white.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
I assume everybody's white. I thought Michael Jordan was white.
Yeah, that's.
I have to be told.
Don't you have to feel like you imagine? Right. When you imagine everyone, you just imagine like a slightly, just kind of you, maybe a slightly.
I always
less
imagine
handsome
myself.
You.
I like to go Indian. Change my mind. Everyone is Indian. And they go, what? I go, I
Big
thought he was
switch.
Indian. Well, why? Well, why'd you think he was white? Why did you think he was? I thought he was Indian. There's more Indian people than anyone else in the country.
I mean, that's a sentence. But I think
I've done
it'd
the
be
research.
A Wikipedia would be that citation needed thing. When they're like, there's a lot of flaws in this article.
Yeah. You got anything to plug, Dan?
No, just the Caroline's thing, January 30th.
No one knows what that is. You have to tell them what that is.
Well, it's because I said it to you guys, so I feel like headlining Caroline's January 30th, 7:30 p.m. Yeah, you can find tickets online, my website. Yeah, Ron Bennington's hosting. These guys will probably hang if they have nothing else to do.
Oh yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, that's all.
How about you, Anthony?
We're gonna be at Fairfield.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Oh, I guess I have another thing too. I'll be at Levity for some gig.
Nice.
I think the 28th, some headlining gig there.
Some gig. Your gig.
No, but it's not. It's like a compilation show, and I'm just doing
nice.
a lot of time at the end.
Nice.
And then we got our Fairfield, Connecticut show.
Oh, we were doing New Year's.
Yeah, we're doing New Year's. That'll be fun.
That'll be
great.
fun. Yeah, I did that. I'm doing that with Anthony. I got some other things. That's fine.
What do you got? Say what you got.
Oh, if you want to hear my thoughts on Star Wars, I did Defend Your Movie with Sean Donnelly's podcast, and I screamed about Star Wars for 1 hour. Sean Donnelly screamed at the top of my lungs.
Yeah,
in
I'm
his
actually
face.
going to listen to that.
And
That came out today.
can I ask one more thing? I bet Farrah said almost nothing.
Yeah, she said absolutely nothing because she wasn't even there. And
My
she was
favorite,
there.
my favorite part of that is Farrah does this movie podcast with him and has never seen any movies.
Yeah.
That's
it's
such a
pretty
fun
good.
dynamic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, and our surprise never happened.